Israeli forces are once again pressing forward in parts of Gaza City. Residents were seen leaving the area on Sunday following an Israeli evacuation order. People who remained in the area say they experienced some of the most intense bombardments since the start of the war. The increased operations follow Israel allowing journalists to go inside Gaza's southern city of Rafah for the first time since early May. CBS News senior foreign correspondent Holly Williams was one of those journalists.
Israel launched a ground offensive in Rafah in May, despite the objections of the US. On Wednesday, for the first time, Israel's military took foreign journalists to the city on Gaza's border with Egypt to see what it's accomplished there.
We're now inside the Gaza Strip. Rafah City is straight ahead.
Israel said it had to go into Rafah because Hamas's 4 remaining battalions were hiding there, using tunnels connected to Egypt to smuggle in weapons. Israel's military claims it's killed more than 900 militants in the city, though it's also killed civilians, exactly what the US was worried about.
Israel's military says that we are standing above a terror ecosystem, a web of tunnels that were used by the militants. But above ground, all we can see is destruction on a scale that is really impossible to adequately describe. So I'm going to let my cameraman do the work. I'm going to let the pictures do the talking. This is a wasteland. The only people that we're seeing are Israeli soldiers.
Hamas leaders are still at large, according to Israel's military.
Do you know what's happening? Why is there all this gunfire?
Those gunfires are part of outgoing gunfire. We are in a war zone. This is protecting the area.
As an Israeli, how do you feel about the fact that so many Americans are now condemning what Israel is doing in Gaza?
I think it's something that we need to be better in explaining ourselves to the world.
Shortly after that, we were told to move. If peace does finally come to Gaza, this shattered strip of land will need to be rebuilt from the ground up.
And CBS News foreign correspondent Holly Williams joins us now from Tel Aviv. Holly, just incredible images there, and obviously harrowing for you and your crew to bring those to us. But I want to ask you about a potential ceasefire. Prime Minister Netanyahu reiterated his stance that Israel will complete its mission to destroy Hamas. Now he's stipulating any ceasefire deal will allow Israel to resume fighting until all objectives of the war have been achieved. Where do things stand?
Hey there, Lindsay. Well, look, ceasefire talks were stalled for quite some time, but then last week, Hamas responded to a ceasefire plan that was outlined by President Biden back in May, and then Israel's Prime Minister Benjamin Netanyahu agreed to send a delegation to restart talks. They're scheduled to happen this week. Now, that ceasefire plan is in stages. Stage 1 would potentially see the release of female, elderly and wounded hostages, and then Stage 2 would potentially see the withdrawal of Israeli forces from the Gaza Strip. But the devil is in the detail. Now, there were reports last week that Hamas had dropped one of its key demands, that Israel agree to end hostilities from the very outset. That's been a key sticking point. But Hamas told us that's not true. They haven't dropped that demand. Meanwhile, Prime Minister Netanyahu said last night that he will only agree to a deal that, quote, will allow Israel to resume fighting until all of the objectives of the war have been achieved. So those two positions seem to be completely at odds. And then you have complexity here inside Israel. So Israel's under a lot of pressure from the US, its most important ally, to negotiate a truce. Recent polling shows that around 60% of Israelis are now in favor of that ceasefire plan. And the New York Times reported last week that some of Israel's top generals want a ceasefire, even if it means leaving Hamas in power in Gaza. On the other hand, you have 2 far right-wing members of Israel's cabinet who have threatened to bring down the governing coalition if Prime Minister Netanyahu agrees to that ceasefire plan. So there is new hope for a ceasefire here in this region, but there are a lot of gaps to bridge.
Okay.
Lindsay.
Holly Williams, thank you.